Hello and welcome to the Pharmacy Informatics Professor 2020 with your host, Dr. Armin Simonian. How do we know if we're really taking care of our patients in the right manner? How do we really know that the work that we're doing is effective, that we're really helping our patients get healthy and stay healthy after we're involved with their treatment as pharmacists? Well, the way that we do this is we look at health outcomes. So what happened to the patient after they came to our pharmacy and we made sure to fill the proper prescription, or we got the right med for the patient that was not prescribed originally, and then sent the patient home and maybe did some follow-up. Or in our ambulatory care clinic, when we saw that diabetic patient, are we really effective in lowering their A1C in a timely manner and getting their blood sugars under control and making sure that they're living a healthier life overall with diet and exercise and proper medication treatment on an ongoing basis. And of course, in the hospital or acute care setting, when that patient comes in a bad situation, they have a infection, maybe community-acquired pneumonia, and we are treating them. How do we know that we really did a good job? So the way that we do this is something called health outcomes research. So we look at what happened to the patient after our treatment plan was put into place, after we took care of the patient, after they went home from the hospital, and we see how long it took us to treat that patient, if we treated that patient effectively, what was their length of stay in the hospital, were we able to get them in and out in a matter of days, which might be the norm, and were they treated with the proper antibiotics in the hospital, and were they given the proper follow-up treatment of oral antibiotics or other meds that were needed after they were discharged. So we can research all of this. We're sitting on tons of data, terabytes of data that we've collected in our pharmacies, either through our EHR or data that has come in from our automation, our machines that we've used to help with dispensing or preparation and administration of medications. We have a lot of information on the patient. We have labs. We have things like when they were admitted and discharged, so we can calculate length of stay. And then, we do programs like transitions of care, and we do follow-up, we do discharge planning, and then follow up with the patient after their discharge to make sure that they've filled their prescriptions and they're taking their medications. And we can research and see if that patient truly stayed healthy, or did they end up with a readmission or a visit to the doctor after their hospitalization. So health outcomes research is really important. And recently I ran across an article that specifically talked about this topic. So it's a very focused article, one that has to do with specialty pharmacy. But I think that the principle applies to all pharmacy practice, and the method by which we find out if we're really taking care of our patients in the best and proper way. So let me bring up this little presentation on an article that is also very recent. Okay. And this is the development, implementation, and evaluation of a health outcomes and research program at an integrated health system specialty pharmacy. Okay. So again, very focused on health system specialty pharmacies. But what they state up front is health outcomes and research can help to evaluate and convey the benefits pharmacists provide to patients, providers, and the health system. So this is the type of activity that you want to do. And a lot of it is research which involves basically data analytics. So we've talked about data analytics before. We've talked about the pharmacy informaticists being involved with data analytics, and it mentions in the hospital or this article, this health system, about how they involved health information technology specialists to help with this program. Now, this was a very recent article published on June 1st, 2021. And in this table, you see all of the different people that were involved with this project that they put into place to look at health outcomes and research and see if they were doing a good job, where they could improve and do better. And so we do have the pharmacy director or program director, research pharmacist, project manager, and then under collaborators, we have biostatisticians, and then they have health information technology personnel. Now, this could be the pharmacy informaticists. I know of pharmacy informaticists that full-time do data analytics and are involved with looking at health outcomes and doing research in this area. So this is a specialty area of practice within pharmacy informatics, and it is very relevant. And again, with all this great data that we have been collecting in our electronic health records for numbers of years, if we're not doing anything with that data, then we've really failed to really take advantage of all that rich information that's out there. So we do need to take a look at that data, analyze it, find out if we're doing a good job or a bad job or a mediocre job, and see how we can improve, because we always want to improve and do the best job possible, take care of our patients in the best possible manner. Now, under the health information technology personnel, these collaborators, their responsibilities and roles included extracting data from medical and pharmacy databases, and then designing data collection instruments, so reports, other things that they use to pull the data and get it ready for analysis, and then develop methods for prospective data collection. So looking forward instead of always looking back at the data that we've collected, but maybe look forward and make sure that we're collecting the right information and the information that's going to be most useful for us in evaluating how we did with health outcomes for our patients. So definitely an area of practice that a pharmacy informaticist should and could get involved with. And as pointed out in this article, it's very important for us not just to collect a lot of great data on our patients, but to use that data to look at how our patients are doing after we've treated them, and then do some research, find out if we're doing a good job, and if we are, thumbs up. If there's areas for improvement, then we can identify those and do a better job. So really good article. And again, it was very focused on specialty pharmacy, but I think the general principles apply to all areas of pharmacy practice and the practice of the pharmacy informaticist. If this was helpful for you, a good discussion, then please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll thank you for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, look after the health of others. I'll continue to work on more Journal Club articles and other episodes, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.